And so this special session, Relax, Play, Thrive, which is managing stress in a stressful world, is here to help us do exactly that. Okay? And as they say, it's not stress that kills us. What is it? If it's not stress that kills us, then what is it? It's our reaction to it that kills us, So today we learn how to manage that reaction, take control, and thrive, whether it's at work or home or anywhere in between. And now this much needed session will be led by Miss Anuja Luniya, a stress strategist, physiotherapist, and a behavioral health coach. With her expertise in guiding people through the challenges of modern life, Anuja has helped countless individuals to find balance, resilience, and joy. And she's here to remind us that stress could be inevitable, but thriving it is always a choice that one can make. So over to you, Anuja. Love to learn from you.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the lovely introduction, Lavina. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Before we begin, I have a small request. I'd like all of you to participate with me in this conversation so we can make our interaction more interesting and impactful. So shall we start with a quick poll? Okay, amazing. How many of you have ever felt stressed? Please raise your hand. Now, keeping your hand raised, look around the room. Just look around. You're not alone, right? Irrespective of what your job titles are, what you do, or your achievements, we all have experienced stress, right? So like you can see on the screen, our topic for today is Relax, Play, and Thrive, managing stress in a stressful world. So today, in the next 15 minutes, we're going to cover 3 focus areas. What is stress regulation, right? Why is it the need of the hour? 2 activities to experience stress regulation, and how is it different from stress management. So are we ready? Excellent. So the thing is, digital transformation is incredible. I'm sure you know that from the last 2 days, right? The opportunities and possibilities we have today, we couldn't even have imagined it a decade ago. We have AI today. We have endless connectivity today. But there is one downside to it. Can anyone tell me what's the downside of all this transformation? Less of human interaction, yes? Low productivity, okay. And? We are connected all the time. Yes, all of this causes only one thing. Stress, right? The overwhelm. So, why is there overwhelm, right? So, you do agree with me if I say that technology is evolving faster than ever before. But our nervous systems is still stuck in the Stone Age, right? Our biology hasn't evolved to match the pace of our modern lives today. Would you agree? Yes, excellent. So, when we talk about upskilling for tech, for work, for education, how many of us actually think about upskilling for managing stress? Do we think of stress as, oh, I love that, thank you so much. Okay, so we have one person here saying that they think about upskilling for managing for stress, but most of us, and from what I've seen in my professional experience, most people see stress as an inconvenience. It's something we push through or something that we ignore till we can't anymore, right? But does this strategy work? No. Yeah, from my experience, I can tell you it does not. For the last 20 years, I have experienced chronic health flares. I've struggled with chronic health issues, which made me realize that stress is not an inconvenience. It's a warning. It's your body telling you, pay attention or I will make you pay attention. Okay? And especially in the last 4 years, when I had intense back-to-back chronic health flares, I realized it's not about managing stress, but it's about understanding and regulating your stress. Right? There's a difference. So when I say that we're going to relax, play, and thrive today, What we're going to do is we're going to learn two activities. We're going to play two activities basically. Because when you play to relax, you actually truly begin to thrive, right? So, shall we start with a simple activity? Excellent. How many of us have experienced overthinking or non-stop racing thoughts? Maybe randomly in the day, maybe every morning before you sleep. Oh, a lot of us. Excellent. So, shall we say hello to these thoughts today? Okay. What I'd like you to do is right now focus on the constant chatter happening in your mind right now. You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, both work. Just observe the voice in your head, the voice that's always talking, commenting, judging. Just pay attention, don't get caught up in it. Now make the voice say hello in your head. Can you hear yourself saying hello in your head? Yes, you can, because you're not that voice, you're not that thought, right? Now let's make that voice say hello 3 to 4 times. Can we do that? In your head, make that voice say hello 3 to 4 times. Now make it say hello one more time, but shout it out loudly in your head. As loud as you can go in your head. Can you feel the stillness in your mind after shouting it out loud? Or maybe the intensity of your thoughts have slowed down? If yes, please raise your hand. Oh, we have some hands. That's nice. Excellent. All right. Now, the next activity is a simple visualization. Has anyone ever tried visualization? Okay. How many of us have daydreamed? When we are bored, we are sitting in class, and we have nothing to do, we daydream. So daydreams are visualizations, basically. So we all have daydreamed, right? So let's try a very simple, quick visualization. I want all of you to close your eyes and imagine holding a small, deflated balloon. Now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine releasing all your stress, all your fears, worries, tension into the balloon, filling it up. Once you fill the balloon, tie the balloon up and watch it rise gently from your hands up into the air. Watch it rise higher and higher, taking all your stress with it. Watch it rise higher till it disappears from view. Open your eyes when you're ready. How are we feeling? Calmer? I can't hear anything. Lighter? Or stressed out? Sleepy? Excellent, you relaxed. Excellent, all right. So, is anyone wondering how did these techniques work so quickly and were effective in such a short time? Anyone wondering? Yes, we have someone wondering. Thank you. Okay. So the reason these techniques work so well and so quickly is because they tap directly into your nervous system. Okay? Now, unlike stress management, where we get advice like do breathing exercises, meditate, or exercise, which is good advice, but it's incomplete because stress regulation basically starts by understanding your nervous system state and then using the appropriate tool to regulate your nervous system state, right? So what is this nervous system state? Does anyone know? What are nervous system states? Okay. So your nervous system basically is always moving between three primary states. Okay? So let's take a simple example to understand what are these three states. So you yourself can tomorrow know which nervous system state you're in. Okay. Let's say that you are driving your favorite car downhill. So when you're driving your car downhill, we always keep the brake engaged to maintain our speed, right? Now, your nervous system has a similar brake called the vagus nerve. Now, when your nervous system's brake is engaged, you're always going to feel grounded, balanced, and regulated. Okay? Now, let's say that you have to increase the speed of your car while you're driving downhill. So, you release the brake a little bit. When you release the brake, your nervous system is going to shift into something called as a sympathetic or the fight or flight response. How many of us have heard of fight or flight response? It's all over social media nowadays. Yes, we have, right? So what happens in this fight or flight response is that your body is making you ready by giving you the energy and focus to meet demands. So you can think about maybe you have to meet a deadline, or you have an upcoming exam which you're prepping for, or you're submitting a trek, or you are running away from danger. So all of these situations, your body is releasing energy and focus for you to meet that demand. But also in the fight or flight state, you're going to feel on edge, anxious, agitated, or reactive. You may experience a racing heart or a dry mouth, or you may have fast breathing, or you may feel so much energy in your body that you need to walk it off. All of these are signs that your nervous system is prepping you for danger. Now, this danger can be real or perceived. Are we good till here? Okay. The third state of the nervous system happens. So let's say you're driving your car downhill. You can't control the speed even with the brake engaged, so you pull the handbrake. So when your nervous system pulls the handbrake, you move into a state called as freeze, right? So when you're in freeze, it is basically your body's protective mechanism. So think of it of when you procrastinate, right? You have to do the job, but you don't feel like doing it right now. Or you feel like everyone's going out for a party, but you don't feel like interacting with anyone at that moment. You don't feel like connecting socially. You may feel stuck. You may feel shut down. You may feel numb. All of these experiences happen when you're in the state of freeze. So the key here is that when you know your nervous system state, when you know which nervous system state you're in, you can choose the right tool to regulate your stress, recover completely from the stress response, and become more resilient. Does that make sense? Okay. So, can we try a quick reflection activity where I'd like you to just look back to the last time you were stressed or the last few times when you were stressed and think about what was your nervous system state? Which nervous system state did you shift into most often when you were stressed out? Was it fight or flight? Was it freeze? Did you have a racing heart? Did you have stiff shoulders? Did you procrastinate? What was it? You don't have to tell me, just reflect for a second. Okay. Have you reflected? If yes, please raise your hand. Oh, excellent. All right. So now, why do we need to know about stress regulation? Why do we need to know which nervous system state we are in? And how does it play a role in the larger scheme of things? Right? Now, stress doesn't just impact how you feel. It impacts how you think. It changes how you connect with others. It actually influences every decision that you take every single day. So stress, the impact of stress is not personal. It's not just to you. It is actually collective. So the thing here is that when we are democratizing digital, tech, education, we also must be democratizing emotional equity. When you're making stress regulation accessible to all, you're not going to just support yourself or the individuals who are getting that support, but you're actually bringing about a ripple effect of better decisions, which is going to drive the innovation, the inclusion, and the impact we are looking to create over here today. So what I would like you to do is just think of one thing that you would like to take back from this 15-minute talk that you feel that you can implement in your life. Just one thing. So do we have that one thing? Yes. Okay, excellent. So if you're still curious, if you still have questions, I would love to continue this conversation. You can, because it's nearly lunchtime and I'm sure everyone's hungry. I am. So you can meet me at my stall. You can ask me your questions there. You can maybe share your thoughts with me about today's talk. You can also experience a few other stress regulation activities. And you can also check out my upcoming book called Relax, Play, Thrive, which has 111 activities similar to what we have tried today. And the book helps you play your stress away. So I would love to see you at the stall, answer your questions, interact with you more. Thank you, everyone, for your energy and time today. And thank you, EduBridge, SRF Foundation, Capgemini, and ETHIS for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Anuja. That was a much needed session indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I please call Ms. Neha Raghav to felicitate Anuja?
Hello. So much.
Everybody, stress, no? She just eased you of your stress. A big round of applause, everyone.
Thank you.